Fighters fighting 1 to 2 times per year is something that people accept because they're complacent. Not just in the past, but even now, you have fighters and organizations where it's common to fight 3, 4, 5 times a year. Why is it different in bigger organizations? Probably because of money. When it comes to chins getting cracked, taking a couple months off isn't going to help anything because it only takes a couple of weeks to recover from a severe concussion. If somebody's trying to completely rehabilitate their chin, they probably have to leave for a year, if not years. There are fighters that get knocked out and go back to work a couple months later like nothing changed. If somebody goes through a war, I can understand why they want to push their next fight back a notable distance, but we see prospects fight once a month in boxing and then they start to fight once a year when they become champ. Canelo proved this doesn't have to be the case. He took on several champions within 11 months to become undisputed, then moved up in weight very soon after, which he took a beating, and that's why he took a little bit of extra time off and came back and went from there. If you're a fan of one of the combat sports or all of them, don't accept mediocrity. Your favorite fighter's not giving it their all. They could be more active, they just don't want to be. Whether it's fighting over money, not wanting to be in training camp, not living a consistent lifestyle, whether they be MMA, kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, these sports are more alive and vibrant when the top guys are consistently fighting. Not every now and then, but consistently across the board. So when you see a fighter like Kevin Holland, Alexander Volkanovski, or Israel Adesanya, or any of the top guys who's consistently fighting, you got to give these men credit. This is one of the most important parts of this video. Give the people credit that are doing it the right way. They could be taking it easy too. They could be preserving their record, preserving their money, preserving their rank, but instead they're taking the hard route and building a legacy. Legacies aren't built on trying to preserve what you have now. Legacies are built by taking a risk and trying to get what you don't have now. So it's easy to stay in a weight class where people are the same size or smaller than you. It's hard to move up against bigger fighters with longer reach that are stronger. It's easy to stop training, rest, and give yourself more time between fights. It's hard to always stay in shape, always stay prepared, and stay busy so that you can hop in on any opportunity. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, simply put. But greatness is a necessary part of having a growing sport. The inspiration from this video comes from Volkanovski, who made a decision that many were critical of when he stepped in on short notice to fight Islam. I didn't have a problem with it until I remembered he was coming off of surgery, and then I also realized he wasn't even close to being in shape, which we saw him in the octagon. But now he's fighting in February, and a lot of people are picking against him because in the featherweight division, because they think that's not enough time to recover physically and mentally. But it's moments like this where a great fighter separates themselves from good fighters or even special fighters. When it comes to fighting on short notice, is a big risk because you can get Volkanovski or you can get a Strickland moment. But in order to be great, you have to take great risk, which is why I'm all for fighters doing difficult things. Great people don't do easy things, they make the difficult things look easy. Volk is one of my favorites because he's representative of the attitude necessary to be successful in anything, not just combat. Everyone's telling him to slow down, but if anyone's going to believe in you, it has to be you, which is why he's one of the most confident men on the planet. And I honestly think he was bullshitting when he chose to fight Islam. He said so himself. It was a horrible decision. But the fight with Ilya is different. He will be in shape, he will be ready, and if he loses, Ilya will have beaten the real Volkanovski. We'll talk more about fighters being more active because I think that's one of the most important topics to discuss, in my opinion. But I wanted to cover Volk because a lot of people are doubting him currently, and I'm not. More discussion vids in the future will come out, and y'all should recommend me some more topics so I can talk about that. And then we'll also do film studies too, so it'll be a mix of the two. That is all. Fights and Science. Immortality Serum out.